morning and personality. But I wanted to get up here and kind of ask, why does everybody always go to, you should just leave your man? That's women especially go to whenever another woman complains. You just instantly like, well, break up. Why? Don't you believe in working on stuff and becoming better and building from it? Because I do. And I know that when I'm in the heat of the moment, I use way too much passion and even sometimes say things that after I'm not passionate about the moment, I'm like, oh, I think that was a little bit much, because I'm exaggerative and I have abandonment issues, and I'm not ashamed of these things. I'm really not ashamed of things that I need.
Oh, God. Did you really just say, why does everyone say leave your man? Girl, because you should. This ain't passion, it's toxic. You two haven't even been together that long and it's already gotten worse. And let's not lie, we all know you're arguing in front of the kids. So what exactly are you showing them? And the daddy-daughter dance, he told Addy no, and you're still defending it. That man is showing you he doesn't care about those girls' feelings, and you're still staying. And please stop with the, I'm a good mom, he's a good dad. That's not what it's giving. You're not being authentic. You're oversharing, dysfunctional, and calling it growth. If you're not going to leave, then at least stop pretending this is healthy, because right now it's not. Would you stay in a relationship like this?
To work on. With that being said, I'm not just going to take the advice of people being like, well, you should just leave your situation. No, Drew and I have become a lot better, and he's worked on a lot of stuff, and I try to point out the positive more than I point out things that I'm just like, I just need a second to vent, because again, I don't see why it's not seen like that. That's more or less what I'm doing when I'm like, let me just come up on here and just bitch about something for a second, because again, I use way too much emotion. I get that. That's the unhealed side of me that I'm working on. For example, the last part of the video yesterday, when I was talking about how come it can't just be like the same, more or less the same connection between Drew and Isabella that he has with Minova. And I just feel like, I don't mean to come off blunt about that, but I'm not blind to some of the things that the kids go through and some of the things that they will end up talking about. And I'm not going to hide from them. Again, like, that would be my thing to work on and to be accountable for if it ends up being something that they're like, hey, this hurt, whatever. Get the sausage out. You already got the sausage out. Good job, see? You saying you didn't really mean to, but yeah. Let me finish wiping down the counter. Anyways, like I was saying, I just feel like Minova's got a grip on him, and I don't think it's a bad thing. Why would I not want that? You know what I'm saying? But I think it'll be easier for her to be like, Daddy, how come you're not going to the father-daughter dance with me? And he'll be like, let me muster up that will that I can do and do it for her. And this last 3 years, that just hasn't been the case. It's just he doesn't want to get in that social situation, just dismissed the importance of it to the girls, and that's something I'm just not denying. And I would complain about to a girlfriend, you feel me? Why this and this? People, and I get where people are like, this is online, and I don't care. And Drew's the same way. We don't give a fuck about trying to hide things that are authentically human, that people go through. And people, I get where you are careful about what you post online, but to us, it's still reality that people go through. A good percentage of people that are married go through the same struggles. Why is it something that we're just so ashamed to be like open about? I'm not. And I'm not offended by people who think that I am Delulu or whatever the frick y'all call me for doing so. Anyways, that's a ramble for this morning. My baby was rambling with me if y'all heard that. Oh, I got the hiccups. No! That is so contradicting. That's the kind of stuff I do. I just literally wash my hands because I didn't like the feeling of the sausage, so I could start the sausage. I'm gonna touch it again. Does this make any sense, sweetie? So I'm about to post a sub-only video, and then I get up on TikTok, and the first thing on my For You page is a father battling cancer, and this is why I just feel like I could never actually ramble and get people to know all of me, because that's the kind of shit that'll make me just sit there and second guess, why am I gonna sit here and complain about the most frivolous issues between me and Drew, things that really, when it comes down to the core, like, he's a great father. I'm a great mom. We do everything we can for these kids, and I don't like to get up on here and be like, we're nothing but good, because those kind of people I just question. I'd rather be authentic, be realistic, and tell you that sometimes things are crap, sometimes we go through things, and sometimes I vent and say things that maybe I shouldn't even be saying, but I say them, and I don't want to hide human from you. But I'm not going to give up on a relationship that means this much, that we put this much work into, and that has this much love. And we're constantly trying to do better, constantly trying to figure out what we need to. I don't know. That's not the kind of people you give up on. It's the kind of people that put faith in God and turn their freaking lives around with God's full glory. And if you don't want to believe it, I don't give a crap. People who are out there trying to live life and battling crap like that, man, that's not fair. I told you smashing this onion on the ground was gonna bruise her. Bear with me, I'm trying to clean up and start